Watching movies without subtitles. It's very difficult, isn't it? How to watch a movie without subtitles? If you're not watching it with subtitles, you're not able to understand it, and there is so much confusion. What to do about it? Well, today is the answer video for all of you. Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to another session of learning English with me. And today I have brought a lesson for you where I'm going to tell you a subtitle technique. A subtitle technique. Why I'm calling it a technique? Because this is going to help you in watching movies without subtitle. We are going to use subtitles to understand the accent, the dialogues. In order to understand whatever the actors are saying, we will use subtitles, and through this technique, slowly and gradually, we will stop using them and we are going to watch the movie or the web series or any video that you're watching without the subtitles. So we are going to use the subtitle technique to effectively use movies in order to improve our English, in order to improve our listening skills too, so that we can comfortably watch a movie in order to learn something from it. So are you all ready for this? I'm Shivangi Gupta, your CELTA-certified English language tutor and communication coach certified by the University of Cambridge, the UK. Before beginning, please subscribe the channel so that you do not miss out on any lesson that I post just for you on the channel. Please like the video and share it with your friends too. Now coming back to today's lesson, the subtitle technique. An awesome technique through which you can stop using the subtitles. Now we are using the subtitles to stop using them. It's confusing. No, it's not. I'm going to tell you what you have to do. So in order to take up this technique, what I would suggest is do not go for a movie. Now the problem is when you watch a movie with subtitles, you're constantly reading the subtitles and you miss out on a lot of things that is going on in the movie. A lot of times you're not able to understand the storyline, the plot line. You're not able to enjoy the movie too, because you're doing this to improve your English plus for some entertainment factor, some relaxation while learning English. And when you are watching a movie, you would want to know the plot line too. You would want to know some good points. You want to understand the good dialogues and all that. But you're not able to do it because your complete focus is on reading the subtitles. And if you turn them off, then you're not able to understand half of the things. Now what to do? And rewatching the movie again is like you're losing interest. For example, you've watched it once with the subtitles and then again you're watching it without the subtitles. It's like you're losing interest. Plus, we do not have so much time to invest 2 to 3 hours again in the same movie. Obviously, it's obvious, right? Then what we need to do? So in order to take up this technique, I have selected web series. You need to take up a web series. Now I have already given you web series recommendations, so you can go check out the lessons on web series recommendations. From there you will get Netflix web series to watch. Why web series? Because they are divided into episodes. You can invest good amount of time in small chunks. So you'll be able to divide your time into chunks and you'll be able to successfully complete this particular technique exercise that I'm suggesting today. So what we have to do? Well, this particular technique is divided in 4 parts, 4 steps you can say. So what are we waiting for? Let's begin with all the 4 steps now. So step number 1. Step number 1 is to select a web series and watch the episode number 1. Listen carefully, episode number 1 without the subtitles. Yes, without subtitles. Now I know it's difficult to watch anything without the subtitles, especially if you're watching it for the first time. You're selecting a new web series, you're taking it up, and then you are listening to these particular actors, their accent. It might be difficult to understand without the subtitles in the first go. But believe me, this challenging task is going to help you a lot later on. Well, I accept that this is going to be challenging. Yes, it is going to be challenging. But let me tell you one thing, if you take up this particular challenge just for the episode number 1, just for the first episode, you are going to be benefited a lot, because this is a warm-up for you, warm-up for your mind, your subconscious mind. Once you listen to it, the later stages will be really easy for you. So step number 1 is that you have to watch the whole episode. Watch it. Watch the whole episode without the subtitles. Without subtitles. Watch it completely. And if you think that you are not able to understand anything, you can re-watch the episode with the subtitles, but you cannot watch it for the first time. Whenever you're watching it, you cannot use the subtitles. That's a must. It is a must, because this is going to be a warm-up for you. You need to become familiar with the sounds. You need to become familiar with whatever they are saying, how they are saying. That's very important, what they are saying and how they are saying it. Because once you condition your mind with it, the later stages are going to be extremely easy. As I said, a pro tip I'm giving you is that if you think that watching first episode without subtitles might be difficult and I might miss on the story, then you can rewatch it with the subtitles. That is allowed. That is allowed in the step 1, to rewatch it with subtitles if you want, optional for you. But you cannot watch the first episode for the first time you're watching it with subtitles. No. Turn them off and pay attention to each and every sound. You're able to understand, that's very good. If you're not able to understand something, please do not worry about it. Do not freak out that, okay, I'm not able to understand what to do. Stay patient and listen to everything. Listen to it. I want to give you another pro tip here. A pro tip, okay? If you're not able to understand anything, for a moment, just close your eyes and listen to it very carefully. Very carefully. Now I'm going to tell you a personal experience of mine. So what was happening is, I was taking a nap and this particular movie in English was going on in my house, and I was able to listen to each and every dialogue very clearly. And this particular thing gave me this inspiration, and it led me to tell you from my personal experience that if you close your eyes and pay complete attention towards just one sense, that is your listening sense, then you will be able to understand things in a better way. So I was able to understand each and every dialogue, and I was like in that kind of state where you're not yet asleep, but you are just going into that sleeping mode, right? And I was in that particular mode, and I was listening to each and every dialogue. And after some time, I was like, now I'm not taking any nap. Because I was listening to every dialogue, I was able to understand them completely without even looking at the movie, without even looking at the picture, the characters, the situation, the context. I was able to listen to each and everything clearly, even in that hazy, sleepy state. So that's why I again did it. I did it in the conscious manner. I was so curious to do it that I just woke up. I was like, no, I'm not gonna take a nap. I'm gonna try this out for you guys so that I can tell you later on. So I woke up, I closed my eyes, I listened to it, and it was like a heightened sense I had of listening. And that is what is going to help you. You can close your eyes, listen to it for some time, open your eyes, watch the movie, sorry, not the movie, obviously, the web series that you're watching. Watch the web series, the first episode, so that you can also understand the context with it, whatever is going on around. And also, if you're not able to understand anything, the pro tip number 2 is going to be, look at the actions of the character. Look at the actions, their expressions, their surroundings. When you pay attention to the context, you're able to understand things in a better way. So these are the 2 pro tips that I want to give you when you're listening to it without the subtitles. So pay attention and listen to the episode number 1 without the subtitles. Step number 2. Well, step number 2 is that you have to watch the next 3 episodes. Next 3 episodes of the web series with subtitles on. With the subtitles. So you have to switch on the subtitles for the next 3 episodes. Now it's a relief for you. I know that you have to watch it with the subtitles. Why? Because obviously it will be really easy for you to understand that content. Whatever the actors are saying, whatever they are saying, whatever is the situation, the storyline, everything will be more understandable by you. Now what will happen is, you are engaging your 2 senses. That is, you're listening, you're watching, and while you're watching, you're also watching the characters, their body language, their expressions. Plus, you're reading those dialogues. So, when you are listening to the dialogues and you are reading them, you'll be able to understand what they are saying, what the characters are saying in a better way. Plus, you'll improve your pronunciation. Now, you'll have better understanding of what they are saying. It's like, aha, this is what they were saying. Oh, that is how they were saying it. So, when you read that particular line, the correct pronunciation will automatically click in your subconscious mind that okay, this is the pronunciation associated with this particular phrase, with this word, this is how they were saying. The way of saying will be there with you. You will take it up, consume it, absorb it subconsciously. So it's really important for you to watch the next 3 episodes with subtitles switched on. So watch the next 3 episodes with subtitles. If you are watching them with subtitles, it doesn't mean that you have to not pay attention towards the body language, the expression, and everything. Subtitles are additional benefits for you. So you have to also pay attention towards everything else that I have mentioned in the step number 1. So it's like you are following the step number 1, but you're also adding subtitles as a help for you to understand everything in a better way. And not in just a better way, you'll be able to understand everything 100% because you have subtitles with you that you can read easily. Step number 3. Step number 3 is going to be watch the next 3 episodes with on and off subtitles. Now, on and off subtitles, what are they? Well, the next 3 episodes are supposed to be watched by you according to your comfort level. You have to switch the subtitles on and switch them off according to your comfort level. So now what we are doing is we are trying to make ourselves comfortable with switching off the subtitles. But at times it can be really difficult for you to understand what is going on, what is being said. For that, you are also free to switch them back on, but not for more than 10 minutes. Yeah, there is a condition in this particular step that you can switch them back on, but after 10 minutes, you have to switch them off. It's compulsory. Switch them off after 10 minutes. Again, listen to the particular audio and listen to it continuously without the subtitles for next 10 minutes. If you're able to listen to the particular content without the subtitles for more than 10 minutes, congratulations, you're doing great. Believe me, you're doing great. So basically, you can go without subtitles for longer time. You can go without subtitles for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, whatever is the threshold. So threshold is basically the capacity to watch the particular web series, watch the particular content, understand it, listen to it without the subtitles. And if you're doing it, you are on the right path. Believe me, you're on the right path. But the minimum amount of time that you should watch the content without the subtitles is 10 minutes. 10 minutes minimum. And the maximum amount of time you can watch the content with the subtitles is also 10 minutes. So, for example, let me give you an example. So, I'm watching first 10 minutes without subtitles, then I've switched on the subtitles, and after 7 minutes, I feel comfortable, so I'm switching them off again. Now, I'm watching the episode, and it's 20 minutes already without subtitles. Bravo, that's a great achievement if you're doing it. Great. But now you're feeling uncomfortable and you want to switch them back on. Definitely you can. But as soon as it's already 10 minutes, approx 10 minutes, switch them off. Now I think you're able to understand it in a better way, what you are supposed to do in the step number 3. It will help you to become comfortable in not using the subtitles. That is, to let go of these crutches. Subtitles are actually considered as crutches if you are watching the content to learn English. Like they are those support wheels of the cycle. In the beginning, you are learning to ride a bicycle and they are support wheels, 2 support wheels. So these subtitles are like the support wheels, and now you're just taking them off and putting them back on according to your need. That is what you're doing. Step number 4. Well, step number 4 is the last step, and that is to watch the remaining episodes without subtitles. Now, if you're watching a particular web series with many seasons, you might think that, will I have to watch all the seasons without subtitles? No. What I would suggest is repeat the process of 4 steps with every season. What I'm aiming at here is that a particular web series, if you're taking one single season, is approximately 10 episodes, 8 to 12 episodes long. If there are more than that, so what you can do is at least watch the next 3 episodes. Next 3 episodes in that particular season without subtitles at all. You cannot use them at all. No, because this is the time you're testing yourself. This is the time you are challenging yourself. That is what we are learning, how to watch a particular content without the subtitles, how to improve our listening, how to improve our English altogether. And that is our aim, isn't it? So please repeat the process. Now you have to watch the particular episodes, 3 episodes at least, next 3 episodes without subtitles. Pay attention to the listening. You can repeat all the tips that I've given you, pro tips. 3 pro tips in the step number 1. I've given you pro tips. You can refer to the step number 1 once again, and you can use all those 3 tips that I've given you again in the step number 4. Okay, so it's same. That was a warm-up session. Now this is a challenging session where you're testing that how much you're able to understand. And once you repeat this particular process for maybe 4 seasons, and if you're watching a particular web series with less number of seasons, then let's take it in a set. You have watched now 6 to 7 sets of seasons of different web series. One web series, doesn't matter. So 6 to 7 sets you have already completed using this particular method. Now you'll be really comfortable in listening to content in English. You'll be really comfortable in watching particular content in English, maybe a web series, maybe a movie, maybe anything else. Maybe on YouTube you're watching videos and you are not comfortable listening to different accents, but now you will be, because you're taking up this particular method that I'm telling you, where you're trying to understand the content without these subtitles. So these are the 4 steps that you need to follow, and I know that you will find them helpful, and then you will be really able to use less subtitles as compared to before while watching something, and you'll be able to understand more of the content that you're listening to, that you're watching. And that is what we want, to comfortably watch something so that we can improve our English. Because if we are watching it comfortably, we are able to understand everything. We'll be able to catch more vocabulary, more phrases, more idioms to learn from that particular content that we are watching in English. That is the aim. And this aim will be achieved if you follow all the 4 steps. So that's it for today, and I'm gonna meet you again next time with a new lesson. Till then, everybody, take care and bye.